gives a really good performance, it's often going to be a great final. So we've got Julia Steingruber already won the gold on the vault. So this isn't normally the piece she's renowned for.
So Julia Steingruber has a vault medal, a gold medal already. Here she is on beam.
Interesting mount, change leg leap straight into free walkover. Not so spectacular, but very difficult actually. Oh, and the piked front somersault, quite difficult. She just opened out a little bit early. So she loses 1 whole mark for that. Smooth leap into the side somersault. Needs to link to acrobatic skills. Backflip and layout, straight somersault. She's a nicely fluent gymnast. The idea is to keep the body moving, the arms, the head, keep it moving rather than very static. Easily round, the leap with a half turn, the change leg with half turn. Has an interesting dismount. Watch, she kicks up, full twisting, straight gainer. Not so spectacular. A lot of her work on the beam is not so spectacular, but quite difficult.
A bit of a sigh from her. I think she disappointed to have come off the beam.
Yes, here we go there with the pike front somersault. Opened out a little bit too early. As you can see, that's a blind landing. Very difficult to spot the beam there. And did well to compose herself afterwards. Very controlled. Here's the acrobatic series there. There's the flick. Straight back somersault. So very difficult. A very powerful gymnast. And then, you know, a very unusual gainer, full twisting somersault off the end of the beam, and qualified down in 8th place. And but she'll be happy already with the performance, with that European title retained on the vault. I don't think she'll be expecting to medal on the beam at all, and just lapping up the experience.
Yep, she's never won a major medal on the beam. Vault as a defending champion would have been her big focus today.
She's qualified for floor as well, so she'll be wanting to, and she has the potential to medal on floor. Whereas I think you're right, Craig, I don't think on the beam, unless there were a lot of uncharacteristic errors, that you would expect her to medal.
The 13.2 Julia Steingruber gets the beam final underway.
Yes, let's just hope we have some more solid performances from the rest of these finalists.
Marta Finală of Poland, 7-time Polish all-around champion.
Yes, 26 years of age, the oldest performer in these championships. And there we go, straight into the acrobatic series. Free walkover side somersault, slight wobble, very graceful on this piece of apparatus. With their own choreography. The leap, free cartwheel. Oh, now that's an interesting jump full turn split leap. Very difficult, very hard to control. Now another interesting full pirouette on 1 foot. It's a nice originality. There's another split leap. And she wobbles to stay on the beam. Very well fought there. Maybe the nerves showing slightly. Standing back somersault. qualified in 3rd place. She will have to stick the dismount. And then we have another gain, a full twist off the end of the beam. Lots of mistakes there, Christine.
Yes, a little bit of a disappointing performance. She really did well in qualification. The free walkover, she holds the leg up into the side somersault. That's her acrobatic series. Judges have to decide whether she linked them completely. Gymnasts have to work low on the beam. This is the change leg leap with half turn. She didn't quite get the right shoulder round. She fought and fought and fought. She wasn't giving up, was she?
No.
I'm sure those jumps at the end and the tuck back were all meant to be linked to give you some bonus. But this is, you have to travel away from the beam and somersault. It's really quite difficult. It's a bit unspectacular.
Yeah, I think the nerves were showing slightly there. Real opportunity for a medal with a 3rd spot in qualification.
There was such originality in the choreography, very unusual looking routine.
Very original hairdo as well.
One of the more unusual. 13.733. It's the score to beat for the moment, but very early stages of the beam final. This is the reigning world champion on the beam, Alia Mustafina of Russia.
Beautifully elegant gymnast. Wonderfully classic. There's the 2 leaps that you have to include, and she's immediately into the combinations linked to the side somersault. Super change leg half into the Anodi, the backflip with half turn. Went for that connection beautifully. Double spin. Gymnasts have to include acrobatic and dance skills, 3 dance skills at least. So she's done a big change leg half and a double spin. This is important. Free walkover, immediate handspring. That's her acrobatic series. And then you have to do forwards and backward elements. So she uses a relatively simple backflip. More common free cartwheel. And the change leg to ring. Has to take the head back. The judges have to decide, did the head touch the foot? She's been very composed so far. Barely a flicker. This has been good. But quite a long pause at the end. They'll deduct here. But a big round off. Double tuck. Very good work from Mustafina. She wanted that medal. Or she wants that medal. Having lost out the gold on the uneven bars, she really looks like she's after something here.
Magnificent performance there under that pressure, coming straight from the bars. Over here, very measured, very solid. She was almost glued to the beam. Look at that. The jump, split leg leap, into the side somersault. There's a very difficult double spin. Remember, the beam's about the size of a standard house brick. And, you know, there's the ring to see if the judges will credit that. And then stands up into the double back. Great landing. Back to business for Mustafina.
Well, her start score was 5.8 in qualification. Her difficulty was 5.8. They'll have to add up all those 0.1s to... She did link a lot of the work. She definitely did the change leg half into the immediate half-turning backflip and walk out very effectively. She really has been...
Limp, can't you, Christine?
She's been struggling a bit throughout this championships.
I bet if she wins gold...
Well, she's put herself into a strong position, 14.733 for Alia Mustafina.
Difficulty up to 6, that's a strong challenge.
Can Maria Karenkova of Russia challenge? Junior European champion on beam in 2012.
So, Maria Karanakova qualified in second place, straight to business. There's the front somersault, the acrobatic series. And backwards, flick, flick, straight back. Wow! That is fantastic beam work. Straight into the split leaps. Great control there. Full turn, full turn. This is beautiful beam work. Free cartwheel. Split leg leap. Into the pike back somersault. Wow. Great difficulty. Free cartwheel. Free walkover. Only 16 years of age. There's another leap. Beautiful flexibility. Split leap, half turn. Now, she'll need to compose herself for something special here. Flick, flick. Double pipe back. Wow! What a routine that. Woohoo!
Absolutely delighted. Quite a different style. But very classic Russian, both of these gymnasts. Beautiful technique. Oh, well, we're not seeing the replays of the of Karanakova. But it was an absolutely jam-packed routine, that from Karanakova. Everything in, all the super skills. This was an absolutely jam-packed routine. Flip to one, flip to two, straight back. No question of it being straight, as high as can be. She's got fabulous extension through her ankles, very good control, lovely shoulder line. Free walkover immediately into the seesaw jump. Now that's a little bonus for her, and she really went for most of her bonuses. I would expect this to be a high difficulty score. 2 backflips, double pike.
Well, she was the Russian champion on beam this year, pipping Alia Mustafina. And it's a very good score, 14.933. That difficulty, 6.4. Puts her into the lead.
Yes, difficulty outweighed.
So Maria Karanakova is leading the way ahead of her compatriot Alia Mustafina in the beam final. And now on beam, the defending champion, it's Larissa Iordache of Romania.
And Iordache can match anybody on beam for difficulty. But it's very risky. Watch this first. Backflip, stand up, full twisting tuck. Landed very nicely indeed. But not content with just one super difficulty. She comes straight back. This is a round off. Straight somersault and just a wobble on that. She held that really very well indeed. Super control and amplitude on that spin with the leg held right up in front of the face. All gymnasts have to include a full spin. Links the leaps, the change leg leap into the change leg half. More bonuses added there. Free walkover, no question of it being joined, but again, a tiny little wobble there. Side somersault, the gymnasts lose sight of the beam there. This has been a strong performance, and this Such originality in the dismount. Watch, round off, backflip, punch up high, triple twist, just a little hop. That was a strong challenge from Jordash. Couple of tiny wobbles, but very difficult.
Yes, I wouldn't like to call that, Christine. 15.166 in qualification. There were a few errors under a lot of pressure there to come up and deliver that routine, following the young Russian there. And obviously, you know, pleased with that performance. Hopefully we might get a bit of a replay. Just have a look at this. Very difficult, round off straight back. That's where she did well to stay on the beam. Great leaps. I'm sure there will be no doubt with the combination. Look at that split leap, half turn. Free walkover. Free cartwheel. Look at that. And look at this dismount. Round off flick, triple twist. Some people struggle to do that on the floor.
Most people struggle to do that on the floor, Craig. But no, the straight back somersault was a bit loose in the legs. So not only did she have the wobble, but she probably would have picked up a bit of a deduction for bent legs.
Well, she won't be defending her title, but Larissa Jordash goes into second place, 14.8 for the defending European champion.
This is impressive beam work, and I think this is Vanessa Ferrari using the chalk.
So, 23 years of age, Italy's Vanessa Ferrari. She's never won an individual beam medal at this level.
Great start there into the top planche, showing great flexibility and strength. Of age, preparing for the acrobatic series. Flick, flick, layout somersault, slight wobble. There's a leap, free walkover into the ring. This is the difficulty she needs. On a split leap. Immediately back somersault, no question there. Full spin. And a split leap, split leap. And again, losing sight of the beam. Head right back. Prepares for the dismount. And it's a round off. Double pipe back somersault. Well, a reasonable performance there from Vanessa Ferrari.
Not bad at all. She had to fight on a couple of occasions, but Vanessa Ferrari is a great fighter. And she worked well. She got most of her combinations. This first flip, she looked like the foot was a bit off, but she controlled it well into the straight back, and she easily could have fallen off there, but she controlled it. Here we see the free walkover, immediate into the sheep jump. Head goes right back. Now that's a big bonus, because the jump is difficult when you take the head right off the beam. Here another one, the change leg ring. Back leg probably wasn't quite high enough to get the full credit, but the dismount she does easily. Double pike back.
She's a gymnast of vast experience, isn't she? She was a former world all-around champion. She was European all-around champion back in 2007. Continuing to make finals. Yes. Becky Downey next up has to compose herself.
And quick change of leotard here as well.
Indeed.
Yes, that was...
Hope that won't change her luck.
We're having another look at that flipped one. There's a bonus for doing 3 elements in a row on the beam, so that's why the gymnasts are, a lot of them choosing that. Vanessa competed at 2 Olympic Games. The absolute backbone of the Italian team.
Becky has to wait for the score of Vanessa Ferrari before she gets the green light and the all clear to begin her beam routine. She's not superstitious about leotards.
She wouldn't have changed if she was, I don't think.
Taking some time over the score here. 14.133 then, and Vanessa Ferrari won't be challenging for the medals. So Maria Karenkova of Russia leading the way from Larissa Jordash, who's the defending European champion. At the moment, Karenkova is the score to beat for the gold medal. Becky Downey then, the European champion on bars. Can she turn what has already been a brilliant day into a spectacular day with a medal on beam? Who knows?
Becky Downey is a beautifully fluent, elegant gymnast. But it'll be quite a test to have come from the high to perform here. But that was a lovely front somersault, little hop on landing. Free cartwheel into the layout somersault, lovely technique. She's a super supple gymnast, Becky. And you can see with those leaps, every gymnast has to join 2 leaps. That was hers. Big deductions if you don't. Full spin backwards. And then the free walkover, immediate split jump. She's going for those connections. She knows if she wants to push into the medals, she's really got to go for all the connections. Really good side somersault. This is important. The leap with the head back, and she does that very well indeed. Head taken all the way back. Now the legs have to do some power work for the last time in this championships. Big round off, big push, double pike, super stuff from Becky Downey. She is on fire.
Woohoo! What a performance there from Becky Downey. I don't know where that confidence has come from. That gold medal from the bars has just transformed onto the beam. I mean, so much confidence and control. Look at this. Nail there in the free cartwheel, into the layout. Somersault. Front walkover. Into the split leap. Fantastic flexibility. And probably the highest double pike dismount we've seen off the beam in this final. Well, that was absolutely amazing.
Tell you what, the confidence was oozing out of her on that beam. Fabulous.
There with our coach, Claire Starkey, who's coached her from 6 years of age. So delighted for both of them. And in the background there, Louise, the physio, the head physio for the gymnastics teams. She'll be staying out here for the boys' teams who are competing next weekend.
Well, if she gets a score good enough to put her first or second, she'll be guaranteed a medal with just one more gymnast to go. Can she squeeze up there?
It's a very high-scoring competition.
Just outside the medals for Becky Downey, 14.366. She knows she is European champion on bars. Just outside the medals today.
But pushing along there, and she'll have a little bit more difficulty to put in.
Yeah, that was a brilliant performance, and 4th place so far. Final competitor.
Claire Martin of France, just 16 years of age.
Qualified down in 7th. Mounts the beam. Gymnasts only need a mount difficulty. It's a way to compose themselves. Flick, layout, very precise. Free walkover, side somersault. Nice choreography. Very difficult full spin, showing control and flexibility there. Split leap, half turn. Very elegant gymnast. Free cartwheel. I think this is the first French gymnast we've seen in these finals. There we go into the roundhouse double pike. Oh, unfortunate landing there, out too soon.
So big celebrations there from the Russian team. They know they've got the medals. They know they've got 1 and 2.
Well, this is Claire Martin's routine then on the beam.
And very polished performance. The French have not had a happy championships. They didn't qualify for team final. This is the only gymnast we've seen in the apparatus finals, but she is a very nice, elegant, polished performer, and a gymnast I'm sure we'll see a lot more of. I like that little series there, the free walkover, seesaw and immediate side summy. I'm sure we'll see a great deal more of her, but the dismount lacked a bit of power, and I did think she looked like she might have hurt her foot a little bit as she landed then.
Well, celebrations for the Russians, and that is at the front of the picture, Maria Karenkova of Russia, the reigning Russian champion on beam. She's now the European champion as well. We wait for the score to come in for Claire Martin to wrap up proceedings in the beam final. 13.366 puts her down into 7th place. It means that Becky Downey will finish in 4th, just outside the medals for her in this beam final. So Maria Karenkova is the European champion. Larissa Jordash, who was bronze. Becky Downey